What is going on, everybody? We are back with another wrestling review. This is CCW, and I'm Nick.
And I'm Joe.
And AEW finally put on at least a watchable Collision. The last couple weeks were super rough,
This was slightly above those.
and I'd have it more than slightly above personally. I
It was
found
fine.
I found it to be entertaining as opposed to just boring.
It was watchable. It was watchable.
Um, Unfortunately, it wasn't listenable. Let me tell you what.
What are you talking about, dude? Tony Schiavone had the line of the year so far.
Tony and fucking Nigel just do not gel for me in my brain.
They have no chemistry at all. At all.
And then I had to even go as far as to listen to John Moxley for a part of the night.
And Ricochet and Don Callis. Ricochet should never be allowed near a microphone.
Ricochet actually
I
didn't bother me.
I did not like Ricochet on the microphone.
But everyone else bothered me.
Love him as a wrestler, but man, he bothers me on a microphone.
He's got a higher pitched voice that you just probably grates you.
No, it's not. The shit he says isn't of any kind of substance, and he contradicts
That's
himself.
everyone on commentary ever.
He talks in circles. I don't know. It's just not my thing.
Um,
I like that if he was just a cocky jerk who just was be like, oh, these guys
I
can't touch me. I'm Ricochet.
I just look. I like Ricochet a lot. I like watching him wrestle.
Oh, sure. He's a great wrestler.
My favorite version of Ricochet ever was the 2 month period where he was trying to stab motherfuckers with scissors.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. When he was fighting Swerve, he was feuding with Swerve, right?
It's one of them, yeah. He just pulled very psychotic off very well, and now he's just like the leader of these two idiots. That
Yeah, he's just the chicken shit heel of a
I
group of dudes.
I say idiots. They're not actually idiots. They just play like muscle. That's it. They don't. They don't. That's it. That's their role. Their
They
goal.
kind of
And
dissolved in, or devolved into that. Yes.
we start off with what is pretty much a glorified squash match. Um,
Mm-hmm.
where it's Andrade El Idolo versus Angelico. And Angelico had like one or two very small hope spots, but otherwise pretty much got his ass beat, as it
Yep.
should.
Yep.
After a couple pull up pin attempts from Andrade, uh, he wins with a DDT, I think.
It's like a modified like
Double arm,
DDT type
something like that.
thing. Yeah.
He
He called it like DM or something, like which is supposed to be some reference to
he
social media and people being in his DMs and stuff.
he did the elbow that he used to win with all the time, but he didn't get to finish with it, which I liked because I don't like that as a finishing move. I don't like it when he did it. I didn't like it when Jericho did it. I just don't like it as a finishing move. The spinning back elbow. I don't like it when fucking Kingston
Correct.
does it.
His is a spinning back fist. He
Ooh.
just usually misses and it looks like an elbow.
Um, but yeah. So that match ended, and then my highlight of the night, which is the moment you hated the most. No, I didn't. I will say hated the most, but you didn't like it. Rascals are hotboxing backstage. They do
So,
they do the little thing where their three heads poke from the side of the door.
like the fucking Three Stooges.
Now, one of their guys was gone. And the reason why was Wednesday when they did the taping for this. He had transportation issues. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it is going to be all four of them.
I want to see them wrestle. I'm trying like hell not to judge them on their first appearance, which was to me a very poor backstage segment.
Now, see, I would rank it an excellent backstage segment, probably one of the best in AEW so far this year. And I don't mean that as anything they did was particularly interesting, but they have a comfort in front of the camera that it seems like most of AEW does not have.
I can't tell if it's comfort or if it's just buffoonery.
Either or, I don't care. They seem, even if they just appear comfortable, I'm fine with that. I just need something in AEW from somebody that doesn't feel like they're nervous, nervous or forced. And that's what drew me to this so much was they were just relaxed and did what they did, and it flowed smoothly. They cracked a couple jokes, tried to get old girl to go back in the room and smoke with them, as potheads would do. I've known a few.
I just, it's hard when your first impression is something. I don't know. I don't want to call it generic because I don't think it's generic, but it's not very nuanced, and it's. I don't know. I want to see them wrestle. They're wrestlers. I want to see what that's like. I'm trying like hell not to prejudge them.
I'm not looking forward to their first angle because it's going to be against Leo and that other guy that I can't remember his name right now.
Leo
Rush.
Oh. Okay. Well, that sounds about right. They're all about that size of a competitor, so it should be at least good. It should be at least well wrestled.
It'll be a well wrestled match. I'm mostly just excited to see Xavier wrestle. It's gonna be hard to not call him Wesley. It really is. It's such
what you're saying is you're waiting for an Ace Austin and Xavier match.
Actually, listen. That would
it's TNA all over again.
Probably be a banger. Well, the thing is, I don't think Ace was there while Xavier was.
I think he was already gone.
Yeah, because Xavier wasn't in TNA for very long. Because he got let go, and then he had to still wait his 60 days. Because I think it's 60 days for NXT people. Instead of 90.
30 days for NXT.
Is it 30? So he had to wait his 30 days, and if they were there, they brushed shoulders for a very short time.
Right. The only reason I know it's 30 is because of the Aleister Black thing.
Right. That'd be a banger match. Speaking of people I want to see on TV more.
Yeah, he's apparently been stuck in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, he's better than that. Damn it! Send a couple of these other people down there. Anyways,
don't have a fucking Penelope Ford and fucking Megan Bayne squash a bunch of nobodies and have an actual other good wrestling match.
Correct. So, and we'll get there. Match 2, which is actually almost my match of the night. Eddie Kingston and Ortiz versus Grizzled Young Veterans.
This was my match of the night. I liked this quite a bit.
There is one match I specifically like just a little bit more, and that's why I said it's almost my match of the night. It probably could go hand in hand with my match of the night. I did think it was very well. Again, you're not going to get too many bad matches out of Grizzled Young Veterans. They're a very good tag team.
Yes, they are.
But this is probably the best Kingston's looked again. He's gradually getting better since he's been back.
He's getting back in the ring shape.
Ortiz looked pretty good for not having wrestled at least on TV to my knowledge in a while.
Yeah, long time.
They did the stupid Kingston was being in a submission. They did the 3 arm drop thing, and again, I like that, but it bothers me because no one's consistent with it. It's either someone passes out.
It's only used for spots like this instead of being used every time something's like this.
Which is what the problem is, because if it's for a spot like this, he's going to keep his hands up. So if they at least did it all the time and people actually passed out from it, then the times that it does work, it would be he's not out. He's not out.
I agree.
I hate it.
And they have an easy way to do it too. Joe's move is a choke. If they just did it for every time Joe won.
Yep. Or anybody with a
Moxley's
submission like
move
that.
is a choke. Yeah, Moxley's move is a choke.
So
it literally doesn't take that long.
No. Anyways, during the match, Ortiz hit one of the Grizzled Young Veteran guys with a sock full of some shit. I don't know what's in it, but it was funny.
It's supposed to be like an 8-ball or something.
Look, homie, don't play that. That's all I can think of.
Like a pool ball, yeah, or a baseball. It may be a baseball. It's a fucking ball, and it's supposed to be a hard object in a sock.
Right. But the ref's back was turned when he did it for once, by the way. Like, at least the ref wasn't actually looking at what was going on.
Right. And
Uh,
it fits their motif, or it fits their gimmick, because usually I don't like babyfaces cheating to win, but it fits their gimmick.
right. And then Kingston hit his DDT for the win. It's like, GG's.
Yep.
GG's. Backstage, Stat hit the second best promo she's had in like 3 years, which made me happy. I wonder how many times it took to record it.
Pre-tape segments are her friend, though.
She's basically down to face Tekla. But this whole thing, the only thing I got out of this, because I was too busy laughing about it happening, was when so there's the part where the ladies are like saying stuff in the beginning and she shushes them and puts her finger over their mouth. And then if you glance over at Cameron, who is like my favorite female on the roster now, she just sticks her tongue out, starts licking Stat's finger. Had me rolling.
Who was it?
Harley Cameron.
Oh, Harley.
I said Cameron.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason it didn't register. It confused me.
Oh, my bad. It was Cameron. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, no, Harley Cameron. And yeah, no,
It just aged us so much.
It did. And it wasn't like the whole like trying to be seductive thing either. She like had her mouth closed, but she was sticking her tongue out, being goofy. I was waiting for Stat to look at her and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, what can Stat say, really?
She's like, "This is the fourth time we've recorded this. Stop it." We get an on-ramp segment. FTR comes out and has a chat with Shivani. And honestly, this was a waste of time for me.
Yeah.
I love FTR, but this was so unnecessary.
It was literally just heel stuff. Heel stuff. Here's some heel stuff. Here's some cheap heel stuff.
They came out to chat with Shivani on the ramp. Stoke throws a congrats out to Davis and Doyle. He says, y'all have the look. Y'all are actual wrestlers, and I'm going to get in trouble for this. But I miss the day when wrestlers looked like this. He was like...
Right.
And then Cash did his best Becky Lynch impression. He was like, Sports Illustrated says we're the best tag team this year. And someone else said it.
The best tag team.
And I'm like, oh.
And it's not just us saying
fuck, here we go. He did hit a nice little Jake something joke, which I hope most of the crowd understood. I know nobody watches TNA, but I hope people understood it.
right.
The crowd then makes fun of Dax for being bald, which was like the funniest part of this whole segment. He was like, Shivani, ask me what I hate the most about these people. And he's like, Dax, one half of the tag team champions. What do you hate most about these people? And then the crowd starts chanting, we've got hair. And I laughed because that was a really good response from the crowd that I was not expecting. Dax says that Doyle and Davis live their life begging to be just like them and just like the crowd does. And among other things. Aside from the laugh that I got from the crowd, I was not a fan of this whole segment. Because like there was a part where it almost sounded like they were like, oh, we're not going to give you this tag title shot like it's their fucking choice.
Right. That was the whole point of that match.
They're like, yeah, you don't just come in here, win one match, and get a tag title shot. Well, that's exactly what happened, buddy.
Well, that's exactly what happened, and that's exactly what the stipulation of the match was.
Yeah, it was. And
you're not the booker.
But yeah, so we get a quick short promo from Lio Rush and Andretti. They're like, oh, the Rascals aren't going to come in here and take our spotlight. And it's like, what spotlight? You guys are on TV once every 6 months.
That's why I was so confused about the Lio thing earlier, because I must have walked out of the room during this.
Yeah. It was like I said. They said that, and then I was like, you guys aren't even been on TV in like 6 months. Like, what? Why do we care? I don't... You might have been on Ring of Honor. It's a possibility.
Yeah, and they probably have been. Good for them for still getting work. I like Lio Rush.
Listen. I like Lio Rush. I like Andretti. I like Top Flight.
I could care less about Andretti.
I like Top
Andretti.
Look, I like Andretti more than either of the dudes from the Swirl. I
forgot the Swirl existed.
You're welcome. I like Top Flight, even though I hate the fact that they're now a part of Skyflight or whatever they are.
No, you were correct. They're going to be on the show later tonight.
Yeah, they are.
Or later
Soon.
during this segment.
Soon, actually. Listen, Leo Andretti, y'all ain't been on TV. Y'all have been relegated to Ring of Honor. And again, this goes back to like, I just wish Tony would do hard roster splits.
Yeah. Or just narrow your roster down so people show up more frequently so you know who and what is going on.
And stop doing squash matches with local talent. You've got tons of people on the roster that could use the time. You've got people whose contracts are probably up within the next 3 to 4 months that you could go ahead and have lose on their way out.
It's
I don't get it.
When you're not used to being a people manager and you try to be a people manager and you have to convince people to do something they don't want to do and you're not good at it, you avoid it. Hence the reason why so many of those people sit at home.
Right.
They give the old Hulk Hogan, that's not going to work for me, brother.
And you don't get paid. That's how that goes.
I completely agree. Or you just fucking release them.
Yep. I'm waiting for that one day where we actually get a surprise batch of releases. I don't know how long it's going to be, but he's got to do it at some point. At some point.
He's released people, but not like a WWE like mass layoff.
Right. Match 3, Zeta, Miss Steel versus Marina Shafir.
New Skyflight person.
Yeah.
Zyda Steel.
Marina was walking out during her entrance and she said she was hungry. Catering must be slacking.
She's hanging out outside the venue and shit and doesn't even
Listen,
go to the back. So she misses catering entirely.
If she'd have been walking to the ring and said, "I'm hungry," and somebody would have stuck out a Snickers, dude, I'd have walked out. I'd have turned off the show. I'd have been like, "I'm done."
Dude, what if like the Lexi chick popped into frame and then like hungry, grab a Snickers, and that's how they do their ad stuff.
Now, guys, we all know she intended to mean it like, she wants competition. She's hungry for comp.
I know.
But it's way more fun to think she's just actually hungry.
Then Tony Schiavone goes, "Wash that down with an eye drink."
Nah, that's when she says, "I'm hungry." Tony Schiavone should have chimed immediately in to promote the White Castle
combo. Yeah.
combo.
Yeah. Well, smash your taste buds with the White Castle AEW combo.
Throw a burger at her. Anyways.
Or throwing food. Nice.
And no, that's not a skinny joke, people. That's just, I would have loved to have seen a food fight emerge from all of this.
All right, fans getting hit.
Listen, Marina's stronger. Marina's stronger than I am. I would never say she's skinny. She would whoop my ass.
She's a trained fighter.
Yeah, she is.
So yeah, she is a tough chick.
So, Zeta started off hot. Zeta, whatever. I think it's Zeta.
Zeta, it doesn't matter. She fairly quickly.
She started.
She's very green.
She started off hot. Actually looked pretty decent. Was taking it to Shafir. Shafir ends up coming back by the commercial break, and then they came back from commercial break, and I went and peed and came back, and the match was over. So I know she won by mother's milk because that's the only way she wins, and I don't care.
Yeah,
this was
story progressed, if you want to call it that. Yeah.
I don't know what that story is, but it progressed. Listen, there was actually, in my opinion,
we got more story after the match. Or no, that was later.
No, that was later.
I'm confusing segments now.
I did like the Death Rider segment later a little bit.
The promo, the backstage promo.
The
backstage promo was good.
Everything minus Garcia.
Daniel Garcia started talking.
Everyone else but Garcia sounded perfectly fine. Garcia started talking, and I was like, we'll get there though.
He should have made it much more brief. If he would have made it brief and just said family is when you're at your lowest and they come and do that. That part was fine, but he rambled on before that.
Yeah.
But the stuff that Moxley said was pretty good.
Mox said, "Oh, dude, we'll get there. It's fun." El Clone, Fletcher, and Josh Alexander versus Skyfly. All right, guys, listen. So the Don Callis family came out immediately after the last match for this match to start. And I said, fuck, we may be stuck with Mox for the rest of the night because he hadn't gotten up yet. Don comes and sits at the table as well and also helps commentate. And I'm like, oh, a double whammy of fuck my life. And he said something that made Mox mad. Something about I think making Mox the shortest reigning Continental Champion ever or whatever. And Mox stood up and Don ran off because that's what Don does. Don talks shit, but he's not man enough to actually fucking face anything. So Don runs off. Mox follows him down to ringside, and then the Don Callis family starts to jump Mox. At which point, like all of the Don Callis family and all of the fucking Death Riders are ringside, just beating the shit out of each other. At this point, during the brawl, Skyflight comes out. They don't even come out to their music; they just come out. And
they just appear stage right,
and they run into the ring, and then all three of them dive over the ropes. And I actually really liked this spot because with everybody brawling on the outside, again, it was one of the few times it doesn't look like people were just waiting for them. It actually looked like they were just out there fighting and caught people, caught people to the head.
Yeah.
And then I have no clue what happened during the match because I ordered pizza. The pizza had got here, and I was dealing with food. And I missed this entire match, and pizza was far more important to me than this match.
The Don Callis family won is all you need to know. It was a back and forth match. Darius Martin had a lot of offense in it for some reason.
Right.
He is chunked up. I don't know what is going on with that, but
maybe he's trying to put on some muscle so he can break away from this tag team. And
that's what I'm thinking as well. And if that's the case, good for him, because you do have to, if you're doing it naturally, you have to bulk up and,
right,
throw heavy things around. But I mean, Don Callis family won after some brief offense from God, I about called him Top Flight. Skyflight. Jesus Christ.
Right. Post match, I seen Talk came out, walked right past Don Callis, and
that was the best part of the whole match.
And raised Fletch's hand, which leads credence to our thought that maybe Fletch and Talk leave at the same time. I'm here for it
because they're boys. Yes, I am for it.
I
am for it.
So, anyways, backstage, the conglomeration moment.
This was awesome as well. I love this part too.
OC and Roddy are talking, and Roddy has a CMLL World Heavyweight Championship match against Claudio at some event coming up.
Dynamite. It's on Dynamite.
That
Dynamite. Means he's going to lose, but it's on Dynamite.
So yeah, they're supposed to have a CMLL World Championship match, and OC's like, "Hey, can I be, can I be on your side this time?" Like, he was like, "Where were you last time?" He's like, "Well, you told me I couldn't come." And he was like, "Yeah, exactly." And he was like, "No." And he goes to walk away, and just as he's about to walk away, Mark Briscoe snatches him up. He's like, "No, you come over here." And
come on. You want to be with the conglomeration, because when you with the conglomeration family, and then he went on to this weird rhyming thing that I don't know if he wasn't making it up as he went along.
Oh no, he was making that shit up, dude. None of it made sense.
It was funny. And the thing that got me through the whole segment is Roddy's face.
He was trying to leave so bad.
He looked so annoyed.
Oh, he was.
I love Roddy Strong.
So that was a fun moment.
It was fun. It was great.
But basically, what it all leads up to is Mark is going to have a TNT Championship match against El Clone next week.
Yeah, because he beat up Commander. I saw you fighting my boy Commander, and you had a heck of a match.
Match 5, Penelope Ford and Megan Bain versus people, because I didn't catch their names.
Local enhancement talent.
It was a squash match, which is
one of them's been on TV before. That was her 12th AEW match that Tony Schiavone said, and I remember seeing her a couple times before.
I wonder how many times of those were on Dark.
No, they were on Collision,
yeah.
But they were mostly enhancement matches like this.
Ah, gotcha. Anyways, they won with the Doomsday device. At least no one landed on their neck, which was nice to see. And then post-match, Tony and Mina came out to tell Ford and Bane and Shafir that they won't stop until they've stopped them or something. Look, I don't know what Tony and Mina say anymore. They just kind of ramble about slop tarts and shit like that.
Well, a lot of the shit that Tony's saying is getting bleeped now as well. So
Yeah.
it was a lot of innuendo and bullshit, and they danced at the end and smeared lipstick.
Yeah.
So a Tony Storm promo.
Yeah. A new modern Tony Storm promo that's not as entertaining as it was a year and a half ago when it wasn't whatever it is now. Mina has
I'm ready for Mina
ruined
to go away.
everything
Yeah,
with
I know.
Tony. Everything.
I know. I don't know what they're doing. Like, she doesn't need. This isn't like a Mariah May situation.
No. Backstage, Lexi asks Swerve what his plan is, and then while Swerve is talking, Knight comes up and he's like, "Yo, I feel like I'm the here and now, and I want a match with you." And Swerve is like, "Dude, you need to win a title or something before that happens. Go prove yourself. You got something happening tonight. Worry about that." He's like, "By the way, I still see you as the future. Just don't take 5 to 6 years to get there."
I like Kevin Knight, but I don't like him that much to be in anything more than what he is right now. Be a tag team wrestler, get some success there, because where is he going to go? Their mid card is full,
Well,
and full of people with belts at that.
the good news is
He does indeed win a title,
he also gets his match against Swerve next week.
and it'll be a fine wrestled match.
Yes, it will. Match 6, national title #1 contendership match, which actually ends up being my match of the night.
I found it a little boring. I think it ended kind of suddenly too. Anthony Bowens took a lot of this match.
He did. So Jack Perry and Bowens go to scissor, and Jack bites his finger, which made me laugh. I like that this is Jack's thing now. Like every match, he bites something of somebody's. As long as it's not
Yeah,
another dick, we're good.
Some part of his opponent ends up in his mouth. That's a great gimmick.
Dude, it's hilarious. Okay, it's funny.
It's fine.
Ride with it. And then he gets dangled.
It's more personality than he was showing when he was coming out on somebody's shoulders.
He gets dangled on the ropes by his crotch for his efforts. So that was fun.
Yeah, that was funny. This was a fine match.
And
a little bit of comedy sprinkled in.
Jack Perry ended up winning with a running knee. And then my favorite part of this whole thing though was like both Bowens and Jack were like taunting Ricochet, who was on commentary throughout the match, throughout their entrances and match, and then like so Jack's starting to walk back after the win. He's walking towards the exit, and Ricochet's like, "Yeah, you ain't gonna do shit. So I'm gonna sit up here with my feet up at this desk because you ain't gonna do a damn thing." And then Jack ran and jumped on him and like flipped him over the chair. And I was like, "That's fun. I'm glad no one got hurt. That's fun."
Their match will be fun.
No, it's the second time they'll have because Jack just lost to Ricochet a week or two ago for this title. So
I know.
I don't know why they had him win again. I'd rather had Bowens just from the it's new.
Just fresh perspective. Because last time there was not a real, it wasn't clean, and neither will this one. This one won't be clean either.
No.
All the same fucking people that got involved the last time will be involved. It'll be another schmozzy, messy finish.
Backstage is when we get the Death Riders vignette where they're not happy with the Don Callis family. And I loved what Mox had to say. He was basically like,
"Yeah,
this isn't business anymore. You forgot who the fuck I am."
Yeah. He's like, "I thought we were just going to live and let live."
And then, oh, dude, Pac had my favorite moment. He's like, "Who the fuck do you think you are?"
Yeah.
That's the only sentence he said. That was literally the only sentence Pac said.
Mox was like, "Did you guys forget who I am?"
Yeah.
He's like, "There's a lot of dirty people in this business. And I could be the worst."
He's like, "And I'm the worst
when I want to be."
When I want to be.
Yep.
It's awesome.
It was good. He got real close to the camera. He had a presence. He walked away in frustration, or not frustration, but just kind of to calm himself, to cool himself down, and that's when Daniel Garcia took way too long to talk.
And then Marina Shafir called him pussies.
Yeah.
And then, Yuta didn't say anything.
And Clyde Walker, and yeah,
Thankfully.
Yuta didn't say shit, which is good because his voice for that type of seriousness is not it.
No, see what I would have done instead of having Garcia say anything, I would have had Claudio step up and say something.
I agree, but Claudio is a man of few words.
That's fine. So was Pac.
Yeah, well, it would have anything would have been better. Like the stuff that Garcia ended on was good.
Right.
It just took him a long time to get to the good stuff.
So match 7, AEW Trios Championship, the Ops versus Hangman and Jet Speed. Okay, so I had the end of this match ruined for me. As far as who won, I didn't know how it happened, but I knew who won. I knew who got pinned. Probably.
I mean, it was pretty obvious because we've known Hobbs is gone for a while.
But you want to talk about a match ending so suddenly?
Yeah, it was weird. So clearly they were booking the end for the people from the Ops who are still going to be there to look strong because Joe and oh god, why can't I think of his name? Who's the Japanese guy?
Shibata.
Shibata, thank you.
Katsuyori
There's
Shibata.
a reason I couldn't remember him. I was watching something else with a bunch of Japanese wrestlers earlier, and I was like going through names.
It's like
it's not Kushida, it's not Ibushi, it's not. I'm like, I've lost his fucking name. But they looked strong because they're choking their guy out. So they're just like, Joe's got his choke in, Shibata's got his in, and then fucking Hobbs just gets rolled up and loses.
Yeah, and it's out of nowhere too. It's not like, and
Yeah.
it didn't even feel like the end of the match. Like you, there's times where you just feel like there's the culmination, and you know it's bound to happen. It's like, okay, we're coming upon the end of this match, but like we're in the middle of it, and you're just like, nah, it's probably got like another 5 minutes, and then it's over, and you're like, what? Huh?
Yeah, because even the pin, it's not like he was tied up tight or anything. Like it looked like he easily could have kicked out.
Right. And
It should have been like instead of just like a monkey flip, just kind of like holding his legs there. It should have been like not a schoolboy, but a small package or some kind of interesting roll up.
now, I felt weird watching this match, knowing it was Hobbs' last match in AEW.
Yeah.
And then I felt even more weird after Speedball did his flipping knees onto Hobbs' face.
Yeah, I thought for sure he was concussed. I was like, well, fuck, he just took a knee to the face.
He's like, let's see you wrestle now, bitch. No, thankfully, Hobbs was fine. And,
Yeah, he finished the match and everything was good.
but, Knight reversed to move into a roll up on Hobbs and got to 3. And, the other two faces were stuck in headlocks at the time. And then, like, there wasn't even, like, anger from Joe on the outside of the ring for long. Like, they looked surprised and then walked the fuck off.
Yep.
Immediately.
Hangman looked shocked too. Hangman had the best like acting of his life there, where he was like joyfully surprised that they had pulled it off and that he had taken the other belt off of Joe.
And then Swerve came out and slow clapped for them all, and that's when we got the announcement that next week's Dynamite is just stacked as far as matches goes. I think there's only one match I'm not interested in, and it's the street fight because they picked like the 3 worst Don Callis family members.
Is one of them Hechicero?
Yeah, it is. They picked Hechicero. Like I'm excited to see Lance Archer. Don't get me wrong. And then the other guy that like never wrestles. Oh, fuck. He's the one that usually puts people over on pay-per-views for the pre-show. Romero?
The guy who...
Rocky Romero?
Rocky Romero.
So it's the 3 of them. And I'm like, why do I want to watch this?
Well, that way you know who's going to win the match, because they're not winning.
I don't know, because I'm pretty sure it was Daniel Garcia, Yuta, and fucking Mox.
Exactly. Mox is going to win. Probably beating...
Probably beating Rocky Romero.
Rocky, yeah.
I just listen, it's a street fight, and what that tells me is it's going to just turn into another big
It's
brawl.
Be a schmoz, yeah.
before it's all said
If
and
the
done.
Death Riders do lose, it'll be because of all the extra Don Callis people.
I'm kind of hoping that a couple certain members accidentally screw their own team. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Quote unquote, accidentally.
Yeah, putting those seeds of doubt.
Um,
Ooh, that would be cool. What if Okada comes down to like cheat to win for them, but talk prevents him from doing it, and it causes a big old uproar in the Don Callis family.
That'd be neat too. That'd be neat too.
For that.
At the end of the day, I would have rather had any other trio win this. And here's the thing: it is not because I dislike any of the three men that did win. I actually like all of them.
They're clearly not going to have the belts long. They're transitional champions.
We don't know if they're not going to have them long. We don't know what's up Tony's sleeve, but they're not a team.
Exactly. Well, who is now? You've got the Don Callis family, who have a bunch of people who could be a trio. You have the Death Riders, and then who else? Skyflight.
Skyflight. They got the Rascals now, but they haven't wrestled yet.
The Hurt Syndicate is hurt.
Yeah, they're right now the Hurted Syndicate.
Yeah, the Hurted Syndicate. We hurted ourselves.
There's got to be somebody we're missing somewhere.
There's tons of them, but they're not used enough to be like legit contenders.
Listen, you know who should have became the trios championships. The Outrunners and Dalton Castle.
I would be for it because at least they've been teaming up.
Yes, I would have been for it. You want to just throw some titles on some people to be semi-transitional, because let's be real, they probably wouldn't keep them for very long.
You son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm for that.
And then have Dalton pin Hobbs in a very sexual manner, and then you can send Hobbs not only out as a loser,
literally fucking him on the way out. Are we?
Yes.
Jesus H.
Listen, Tony, I could be hired. I can be hired. I got you, fam. Actually, I'd probably completely fuck up your show. Don't listen to me.
No, I'll be there to rein him in. We're a package deal.
Yes. Anyways, otherwise, like I said, I thought it was actually a really entertaining Collision.
It was fun.
It was fine. Better than I can say for the last couple weeks of Collisions.
It wasn't super great. It was
great.
Watchable.
It just didn't suck. That's all I ask for. Listen, that's all I need from Collision is to not suck.
I need mildly entertaining matches and storylines that don't shit the bed and actually make sense.
Correctly? Exactly is what I meant to say. Jesus,
it's late.
It's been a day.
We're recording late.
Oh yeah, we are. I didn't realize it was already 1:00. Anyways, guys, that is gonna do it. Actually, that is not gonna do it. I lied. I fucking lied. So AEW has actually signed a few people.
Boy, they've been using the pen a lot lately.
Yeah, they have. Give me one quick second. I'm gonna pause the recording. All right. So now that I've found what I'm looking for, 2 more people that Tony Khan has signed. Mascara Dorada is officially a dual contracted wrestler, so he's now officially AEW.
Yeah, Hechicero as well.
Hechicero as well, and then Persephone.
Good for her.
Is now dual contracted as well, so she's in AEW and CMLL.
Yeah, because I saw Hechicero's Hechicero is all elite graphic.
I forgot Hechicero. I try to usually.
He just doesn't wrestle a style anybody likes.
No, except for Tony Khan. Tony Khan likes it. Oh, actually, here is a full list. So there's Mascara Dorada, Hechicero. Listen, this is just all the people within the last year, like last 365 days that AEW signed. They just signed Persephone, High End and Maya World, Alex Windsor, Shikawa, Tekla, Megan Bain, Mascara Dorada, Hechicero, Andrade, Jake Doyle, I call him Jack, Ace Austin, Josh Alexander, Kevin Knight, and Mike Bailey, and the Rascals.
Oh, they hired Josh Alexander, really?
Oh, Lord.
I didn't see him. Why can't he be in the fucking Hurt Syndicate?
He wrestled tonight.
Josh Alexander? Oh, Josh Alexander. I'm thinking of some. Oh my god.
Dude, you had me lost. I was like,
I was lost.
what?
I'm thinking of somebody completely different. I'm thinking of Cedric Alexander.
No, he ain't been signed.
No, he's in TNA. I just
He actually
saw him.
he actually
he
just
just re-signed.
re-signed with TNA.
Yeah, he just came to my mind. We talking about signings and stuff. Jesus Christ. I have been drinking as well, so it's not just it's late.
I'm excited for Persephone because the match that she had, I think it was Forbidden Door, was really good.
Yeah, she's not bad. She's
so-
pretty good.
I hope to actually see her on TV soon, as opposed to just being like, "Hey, it's a
I
name."
just want to see different people do different things and not the same matches ran back all the time.
Right. Shout out to AEW for tonight, though, for putting on 7 fucking matches.
Yeah, a lot of matches.
Yeah. Listen, and that's only 2 hours. I'm pretty sure WWE still don't even have that many matches on a 3-hour show on Fridays.
That would have been 6. Almost, that would have probably been 7 hour. Or no, what is it? It was 7 matches. You said that's
Yep.
like 2 Raws. So
Yep.
that's like 5 hours of WWE programming.
Yep. And granted, 2 of them were squash matches. One of which I wish wouldn't have happened, and then the other one, the Andrade and Helico. At least he squashed somebody that's like on the roster.
And that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
That's what your squash matches need to be. Unless it's going to be like a Wardlow situation where you're going to feed like multiple indie talent to him.
Oh, hold on. Megan Bain, at least she also did that. Well, I forgot to mention, she did that really cool fall away slam, but at the same time Samoan dropping somebody. Because they were because that was the squash match, the tag team squash match.
Yep.
And I like that move. And
It's
again,
like a move every big muscular powerful wrestler does now.
which is, look,
It's overdone now.
I mean, it's overdone, but not for the women.
No, and it is super impressive. She got the other one way over
Yeah, she did.
on the follow away slam.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. I didn't write it down, and I just thought about it. So there we go. Anyways, we love y'all. We'll see y'all Monday. Deuces.
Later.